Chris, I need to sit down. I need a glass of water. I just experienced true, absolute modern terror in the grocery store parking lot.
Modern terror? Anna, what happened? Did they run out of your favorite oat milk again?
I wish. No, this was so much worse. I was loading my grocery bags into the trunk of my car in the rain. I reached into my winter coat pocket to grab my phone to change my music, and nothing. Just an old receipt. I checked my jeans. I emptied my entire purse on the passenger seat. I literally crawled on the wet asphalt looking under my car tires. My entire life flashed before my eyes.
Oh no, the classic phantom phone panic. Did you lose it?
No! After 10 minutes of a full panic attack, I realized it was sitting right on my kitchen counter. I had to drive all the way here in complete, absolute silence. No GPS, no music, no podcasts. Just me, the sound of the windshield wipers, and my own thoughts. It was the longest 20 minutes of my life. I felt so disconnected from the universe.
You survived 20 minutes in a car with just your own thoughts? You are an absolute hero, Anna. But honestly, that sheer terrifying panic you felt over a little piece of metal and glass, that perfectly leads us into our main topic today. Welcome to the podcast, everyone.
Oh, welcome back to our cozy little corner of the internet. This is the safe place where we learn English naturally without the stress of boring textbooks or tests. I'm Anna, the girl who is apparently emotionally dependent on a screen.
And I'm Chris. Wherever you are right now, maybe you're commuting, maybe you're walking your dog, or maybe you're frantically searching your pockets for your device, grab your coffee and get comfortable. Today we are talking about a challenge that sounds incredibly simple, but is actually a nightmare for most of modern society: surviving a full day without a phone.
A whole day? 24 hours? Just hearing you say that makes my palms sweat.
Yes, a full digital detox. And please listen carefully today, guys. We are going to learn some essential phrasal verbs to talk about our digital habits, but make sure you stay until the very end of this episode.
Oh, the secret phrase. What happens at the end today, Chris?
Because the final phrase we are going to teach, the phrasal verb wake up to, is the exact psychological concept that helped me cure my terrible insomnia last week. I finally slept for 8 hours straight, and it changed my routine completely. You really need to hear it.
Okay, I am highly intrigued. I definitely need to sleep better. But before we get to that secret, we have a tiny, gentle favor to ask our wonderful listeners.
Right. If you enjoyed taking a break with us, and if this podcast helps you feel a little more confident with your English, please take just 1 second to click the like button right now. It tells the YouTube algorithm that we are doing a good job.
And please don't forget to subscribe so we can keep making these cozy lessons for you. Okay, Chris, let's go back to my parking lot panic.
So, let's analyze that panic, Anna. I have a hypothetical challenge for you. Imagine I take your phone right now, I turn it off, I lock it in a metal safe, and I give it back to you tomorrow at this exact time. What happens in your brain?
I think my brain shuts down. Is it normal to feel actual anxiety about that?
Sadly, yes, it is very, very normal. For most of us, that black rectangle isn't just a telephone to call our mothers anymore, it is our external brain.
It really is. It's my alarm clock that wakes me up. It's my calendar telling me where to be. It's my map so I don't get lost in my own city. It's my bank account, my photo album, and honestly, Chris, it is my social escape, especially my escape.
What do you mean by social escape?
You know the feeling. When I'm at a party where I don't know anyone and I feel awkward, I look at my phone. When I'm standing in a very slow elevator with my boss and the silence is uncomfortable, I look at my phone. It protects me.
Exactly. It's a digital shield. And this leads us perfectly to our first key vocabulary phrase for today. Think about your daily routine, Anna. You pick up your phone just to check the weather, right? You say, I'm just going to look for 5 seconds to see if I need an umbrella.
Right, just 5 seconds. A very innocent action.
But what actually happens? You unlock the screen, you see a notification from Instagram, you click it, Then you see a funny video of a cat falling off a chair, then you watch a tutorial on how to cook lasagna, and suddenly those innocent 5 seconds turn into 45 minutes.
Oh, wow, that is the story of my life. Turn into. Turninto. That means one thing changes completely and becomes something else, right? Like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly.
Exactly. That is the literal meaning, but we use it metaphorically all the time to talk about time and habits. A quick weather check turns into an hour of scrolling.
Or, in my case, a quick email check before bed turns into online shopping for winter boots I absolutely do not need.
Guilty. I do the exact same thing with tools. I tell myself, I just need to buy a screwdriver on Amazon. That single thought turns into me watching a 3-hour documentary on YouTube about how to build a wooden cabin in the middle of the forest.
And you don't even own a forest, Chris. So that is the extreme danger. The phone is a time machine. It steals our time without us noticing.
It absolutely is. And this stolen time creates a very specific modern state of mind. I call it being in scroll mode.
Scroll mode. I know this mode intimately. It is when your physical body is in the room, but your brain is currently on planet Mars.
Exactly. Let me give you a very real scenario. My roommate, Dave, he's a great guy, but he works very long hours at the office. He comes home at 6 p.m., he's exhausted. He throws his keys on the table, he sits heavily on the living room sofa, and boom, the phone is in his hand.
And he just disappears from reality?
Completely gone. Our dog will literally bring him a toy and Dave doesn't see it. I try to talk to him, I say, "Hey Dave, did you remember to pay the electric bill today?" And he just grunts. His eyes are glazed over, the blue light is reflecting on his glasses. He's not Dave anymore. He's a scrolling zombie.
Oh, my sister is exactly the same. She comes over to my house for dinner. We sit down to watch a movie we both love, but she's also watching TikTok videos on her phone with the volume muted. She's in full scroll mode while watching Netflix. It's multitasking, but the toxic kind.
It disconnects us from the people sitting right next to us. And that brings us to a very emotional phrasal verb. We have to ask ourselves, why do we do this? Why do we carry the phone from the bedroom to the kitchen and even into the bathroom?
Because we're terrified of being alone with our own thoughts?
Exactly. We hold on to it like it's a child's safety blanket.
Hold on to. HOLDNOTO. Okay, let's break this down for our students. Literally, it means to keep something firmly in your hand, right?
Yes, physical grip. For example, when it's icy outside, I hold on to the handrail so I don't fall down the stairs. Or, please hold on to your ticket so you don't lose it.
But emotionally, psychologically, we hold on to our phones because they make us feel safe and important.
Exactly. Let's go back to your restaurant example. You arrive at a cafe. Your friend texts you, "I'm running 15 minutes late." What is the first thing you do?
I immediately hold on to my phone. I grip it. I open an app and I pretend to be reading very important emails because if I just sit there looking at the wall, I feel like everyone in the cafe is staring at me, judging me, thinking I have no friends. The phone is my armor.
We all do it. We hold on to the digital distraction so we don't have to look at the real world. Or sometimes we use it for memories. We hold on to old text messages from an ex-partner or an old friend because we're too scared to let go of the past.
Oof, that got very deep, Chris. But you are absolutely right. She held on to the old text messages for 3 years. It's a heavy, emotional phrase.
It is heavy. But here's the good news, Ana. Here's the light at the end of the tunnel. If you actually do the 24-hour challenge, if you put the phone in another room and walk away, something magical happens to your brain.
What? Do I slowly die of boredom? Do I forget how to speak?
No, your brain resets. You start to notice the tiny details of life. You wake up to the world around you.
And here it is. This is the secret phrase you promised at the beginning of the episode. Wake up to. Now, this doesn't just mean opening your eyes in the morning from sleep, does it?
Not in this specific context. To wake up to something means to finally become aware of a truth or a reality that was there the whole time, but you were too blind or distracted to see it.
Oh, I love the psychology of that. Can you give me the example about your insomnia? How did this cure your sleep?
Sure. So I used to sleep with my phone right next to my pillow. If I woke up at 3 a.m., I would grab it and scroll, and then I couldn't go back to sleep. My brain was wired. Last week, I decided to leave the phone in the kitchen overnight. I bought a cheap, ugly, plastic digital alarm clock for my bedroom.
Okay, a physical alarm clock, old school. What happened?
The first night, it was hard. But by the third morning, when I opened my eyes, I didn't reach for a screen. I just looked at the ceiling. And for the first time in years, I actually heard the birds singing outside my window.
The birds?
Yes, the birds are always there, every single morning, but I never heard them because my brain was already busy reading work emails. I woke up to how peaceful and quiet my own house actually is. And because I wasn't looking at a screen at night, my insomnia completely disappeared.
Wow, that is beautiful. So you became aware of the peace. He woke up to the beauty of the morning.
Exactly. You can also use it for serious life situations. For example, after working 60 hours a week, she finally woke up to the fact that her corporate job was destroying her health.
It's about a massive realization. You know, listening to this, I think I really need to wake up to how much time I waste comparing my real life to other people's fake lives on Instagram.
That is a very powerful realization, Ana. And if you wake up to that fact, you suddenly have the power to change it.
You know what? When we finish recording today, I'm going to leave my phone in my bag. I'm going to walk to my car, look at the trees, and just exist in the real world.
I dare you. I challenge you. Try it just for this afternoon.
I will. I might twitch a little bit, my hands might shake, but I will try.
You can do it. I believe in you. So, guys, let's review our incredible journey today.
We talked about how a quick 5-second check on your screen turns into hours of lost, stolen time.
We talked about being stuck in scroll mode like a zombie on the sofa, and how we physically and emotionally hold on to our devices because we're scared of being bored or looking lonely.
And finally, we learned that if you find the courage to disconnect, you might just wake up to a much more interesting, peaceful life right in front of you.
You don't need to memorize every single grammar rule we talked about today, but maybe just choose one phrase, just one. Wake up to something new this week.
Yes, and before we go, we have a very important question for you in the comments. We want you to be brutally honest with us and with yourself.
Tell us, what is the very first app you open in the morning when you open your eyes? Is it Instagram? Is it your email, WhatsApp? Or do you actually just stretch and breathe?
I bet 90% of people will say Instagram or TikTok, but please prove me wrong. Leave a comment below. Practicing your English in the comments is the best way to remember this vocabulary.
We absolutely love reading your stories. Thank you for listening. Thank you for learning with us. And most importantly, thank you for spending this time with us instead of just scrolling past us.
You are doing great. Don't be too hard on yourself. Keep practicing one day at a time. This is Chris.
And this is Ana. See you in the next cozy episode, everyone.
Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye.